thus far. I really am looking forward to celebrating many of you. I know that some of you, I want to say not only welcome, but welcome back. We have so many people who are now reconnected and rejoined this amazing platform. And I could not be more grateful and more blessed for the reuniting of just amazing family as we continue to grow and expand. So we're going to get started the way we always do, which is in prayer. Father God, we thank you on this morning. We acknowledge you. We honor you, Lord God. We just give you all the praise, glory, and honor for this day that you've provided to us, Lord. We thank you for every single person that's here. The blessings that you provided to give us blood in our veins and air in our lungs. And we thank you, Lord, that you called us for a time such as this and provided us directions that we need to begin to execute immediately, Lord God. And you've given us the courage to do so. We just exalt your name on high, that you didn't just call us, but you chose us for a time such as this, Lord, to impact nations and generations around the world. We thank you for the courage and the strength that you provide to us, even in the moments where we don't know what to do or we feel like we're not strong enough to do this assignment. We thank you for the alignment. We thank you for the conversations. We thank you for the platform. We thank you that you put us in a position where we're in the largest financial market in the world. And there's so many hidden wealth secrets, Lord, that you are beginning to reveal even at this time. And we honor you for this day. We honor you for each and every person that's here, for their families, for their healing, for their health, for their covering, Lord God, for the blessings and the overflow, that you would give us the capacity for the overflow that we pray for, Lord God. In the mighty name of Jesus' name, I pray, amen, amen, and amen. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning from all over the world. This call is international, so there should be different countries that are on, people that are on here from different continents. This is definitely the time that you want to make sure that you are getting your whole team on, which is one of the reasons that we decided to do the call in the morning at 10 a.m. on a Saturday to get our international teams on the line as well. So you definitely want to send out a text blast and get them on the calls as well. So we have so many things to go over this morning. But before we do that, we just want to represent the brand new people. If you're brand new to this call, this is your first time on the Team Huddle call, we want to hear from you. Go ahead and represent who invited you. Let us know your name. Let us know where you're calling in from, and those details so that we can show you some rich and royal love. This is what we call our bankroll. We like to get you on a call and just celebrate you being a part of the family. Or if you brought someone new to the family, we want to hear from you. So go ahead, announce your name. Let us know where you're calling in from right now. Who do we have out there brand new to the family? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see a few lines unmuted. Are you wanting to unmute to speak? Who's out there? Did you bring anybody in new this week? Are you new to the call for the first time? At the bottom of the screen, there's a microphone. You can simply unmute it and we will be able to hear you. Or if you dialed in, you can just press *6 and we will be able to hear you on the call. Who do we have out there?
Hello, good morning, everybody. I want to introduce Darnisha. She's originally from New Orleans. She's on a call right now. Unmute your phone, Darnisha.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the family, Darnisha. How are you this morning?
I'm good, I'm good.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you on board. Congratulations, Micah. We're so proud of you. Everybody, y'all know what to do. Drop the ones in the chat and show Darnisha some rich and royal love. Drop the ones in, drop the ones in, light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Guys, one of the things that I can tell you is going to be incredibly important is your engagement, is your excitement. Let me tell you something. High energy does not automatically guarantee you high income, but I can tell you right now that high energy will attract high income. So I get it. It's a Saturday morning. I'm excited to be alive. I'm excited to be up. I'm excited to be a part of this amazing exclusive community. And so the way I show my excitement and my gratitude is with my energy. So welcome, 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 Darnisha. Congratulations, you made it. Congratulations. Diligent. I'm excited for you and Chandrika on this run and this mission. So good morning and welcome to the family. Darnisha, that was for you, all those ones in the chat. So welcome to the family. Who else is out there? Who else is brand new to the Rich University family? We want to just show you some love. We're all about showing love. We're all about showing gratitude. And we're all about being in a space that we're going to attract all the good that we deserve and that we desire. So who else is out there?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
It's evening here.
Oh,
It's Jillian from Perth.
hi, Jillian. Where are you calling in from?
From Perth, Australia.
Oh, wow. Australia. Welcome to the call. We're excited to have you on from Australia. Is this your first time on?
Yes,
Well, we're excited. Who invited you? Who invited you to the community?
Lillian.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you on board. Lillian has invited you from Australia. She's all the way in South Africa. We love this global community here. So thank you so much. Guys, y'all know what to do. Show Gillian some international, global, Australian love from wherever you are. By lighting up the ones, light it up, light it up, light it up. That's what I'm talking about right there, Gillian. Yes. All that love right there is for you. So welcome to the call. I love it. Who else is out there?
Innocent.
Hi, Innocent. Welcome to the call. Thanks for being on with us. Where are you calling in from?
Chicago.
Chicago. Is this your first time on?
Yes, it is.
We're excited to have you on. Who invited you to the community?
Irene.
Awesome. Irene, we're so super duper excited about that. Y'all already know what to do. Drop the ones in the chat and light it up and show Innocent some rich and royal love. We love it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Well, welcome, Emerson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, we glad to have you part of the team, bro.
Yes, we
Thank you,
are.
man. Thank
That's
you.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Rich family. Warm welcome, show love, be excited to just add that, whatever you can bring in. It's all about contributions. I'm telling you, don't think it's too small, or don't think your voice doesn't matter. Don't think you putting ones in don't matter. Don't think, well, that's for everybody else. Every single person makes that deposit and contributes something to the family. And we make sure that everybody is feeling warm and feeling loved and are excited about being in this space. So welcome to the family. We're excited to have you on board. Innocence. Anyone else out there, welcome to the call. If you brought somebody in new this week, welcome to the call. Go ahead and announce yourself.
Hey, Dr. Chyna, this is Ardell. I want to especially also welcome Innocent, because Innocent is in Chicago. I mean, this guy is on fire. And Irene Pachas here in the DMV, that's why we have to be local, but we have to really think global, because Irene, she's on fire, and she now has Chicago on fire. And I mean, we're getting ready to really light Chicago ablaze. God Love went over there, and Chicago is now just going to become a massive part of my organization. And that's because somebody took decisive action. So Innocent, welcome aboard, my brother.
Thank you, Ardell. Thank you.
Welcome aboard, and big shouts out to you, Ardell, doing a phenomenal job with your leadership, your consistency, your diligence, your focus. Super duper excited about what you're doing in your organization with all the phenomenal leaders. So yes, and yes again, we're excited. Anybody else out there, brand new? Go ahead, announce your name. If you brought in someone brand new this week, go ahead, announce your name. Let us know.
Dr. Chyna, this is Pastor Carl Angela brought in pastor by the name of Pastor Joe. Pastor Joe Ingram. I don't know if he's on the call, but we're so excited to have Pastor Joe, a part of the Rich University family. And guys, this is an international and global opportunity. And we met this brother through social media, and he's a part of the family. So Pastor Joe, I don't know if you're on, but we want to celebrate you. Welcome to the Rich University. Guys, go ahead and show Pastor Joe some loves. Put some 111s in the chat. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Come on, ones. Pastor Joe.
Welcome to the call, Pastor Joe. Light that chat up. Put the ones in the chat. Light it up, light it up, light it up. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning. Hi. All right. Anybody else brand new to the family? Anybody else? We don't want to leave anyone out. Hi. Welcome. All right. I know that we have, let me see here. Hold on one second. I don't know if she's on. I know she was traveling last night, but I brought in a young lady by the name of Erica Duke. So I want to put her in the chat right quick. And we also have these templates available for everybody inside of our Rich University Facebook page. But we're going to welcome Erica Dukes to the family. We're super duper excited to have her on board. Guys, light the chats up by putting your ones in the chat. Light it up, and show her some rich and royal love. We're super excited. We're growing. We're expanding. I'm excited about the success we're having So thanks so much
Definitely.
for everyone sharing. All right, guys. So let's get straight into anybody else before we go to the next segment. Anyone else? All right. Welcome once again. I am so excited that you've made the decision to be a part of this amazing community. What we do here is simply help people to really live out their dreams. We help them to set amazing goals, and we put them in a position to actually accomplish those goals. That's really the basis of what we're doing, and we do that through the format of Forex and cryptocurrency. We teach you how to trade in the largest financial market in the world, and we trade inside of a community called the Nightclub, where we do it multiple times a week, live in person as well as online, as well as we have the Breakfast Club that we do in the morning, Tuesday through Fridays at breakfastclub.tv. And I'm excited because we're about to introduce the Telegram group, where we're going to provide trade ideas in the Telegram group to those of you who may not be able to get on certain calls or may not be able to, watch a presentation or get on an actual Zoom. You can actually have trade alerts that come to your phone exclusively inside of the Rich University community that you can be able to take it. Even if you are at work, you can just copy and paste and put it into your phone. So our goal is to bring as many solutions as possible to provide you as many resources as possible to help you to win, but it will require you to take the initiative to actually connect. Being connected is probably the biggest part of being a part of this community, because here's the reality, guys. When you become an entrepreneur or an investor, a business owner, there's nobody that's over your shoulder that's making you do what most people have to do if they're going to a 9-to-5 job. So if you don't take the initiative to stay committed and consistent with plugging in, it can get really, really easy that everything and anything will distract you. I've been doing this now for about 11 years this year, and it has definitely changed my life. It has increased my focus. It has changed the way I set goals. It's obviously changed some of the things that have happened in my life physically and financially, but it does require a lot of commitment and consistency. And so I really want to encourage you to make a decision today. Make a decision today that your goals are worth it. Make a decision today that you're going to be committed to what it is that you want to do as we go. We have a little bit more than 100 days. I don't know the exact amount, if somebody could let us know, until the end of 2019. And it's not just the end of a year, it's the end of a decade. We're going into 2020. We're going into a brand new decade. And so I want to make sure that everybody is extremely intentional. I want to make sure that everybody is extremely focused. I want to make sure that we are in a position to help those of you, but we got to make sure that we know where you are. Some people, this is your first time ever doing something like this, being a part of a collective community that's going in one direction, where we get together and we mastermind. And it can be uncomfortable with growing, but growth is necessary. Oh, wow, 128 days left until 2020. What are the goals that you have set? Undeniable goals, burning desires that's on the inside of you that you just must accomplish. If you have not written those down, the reality is, I'm gonna be honest with you, we have systems in place. People are making really good money here. People are making more money, some of them, than they've ever made before, and anything else that they've ever been able to do. I want to allow you to hear a testimony today that some of you may not recognize or may not know, but I heard this testimony really for the first time. I heard it in bits and pieces in the past, but I heard it for the first time really clearly, literally just a few days ago, because in this space, nobody really has to tell you what they're doing. And it really was so powerful. I want to have Mr. LaMare Adams, phenomenal leader right here in Atlanta, Georgia, to share with us his testimony very candidly, very transparently, because I believe that it's really going to help everybody that's on here and why it's so important for you to set goals. So Mr. LaMare Adams, I heard you on a little bit earlier. If you would be willing to unmute your line and come on and allow us to hear how this community and how this platform has been a tremendous blessing for your life and for your family's life, we would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Please let us know if you're in a position to share, because I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot right now. You would have to unmute, Lamar.
Hey, Dr. Chyna. Hey, you guys. Hey, well, first of all, I'm thankful to God that he put it in my wife's vision to look into the Forex and cryptocurrency market, because as I always tell people all the time, before I got into this space, all I knew was saving, spending, and earning. I'm a prior veteran, so that's all I knew. But when we went to that meeting, that fateful and blessed meeting back in November of 2016, and we met up with what I consider my big sisters, Dr. Chyna and Latasha Boschick Wilson, it was like a no-brainer for us. It was like, yeah, this is the move. This is what we're going to do. And we dive head first straight into it. And it's just been a blessing. I'm going to be, as you said, transparent. I've had some ups and some downs in this market, but that was just part of the process. It's just like with anything that you go into, you're going to have your ups and downs. But it's your stick-to-itness that counts. This thing has literally done changed the bloodline, because I've been able to trade 2 years ago. Thanks to the connections and the trading, I was able to get my home right now, which is in McDonough, and the market value that we got it in was over $325,000 for 2.5. Thanks to the guidance and the knowledge of IML and Rich University, me and my wife, we were able to, early spring this year, and I spoke with Dr. Chyna at the Rich University office about it. Earlier spring this year, we was able to finally pay off the house.
Wow.
Meaning no mortgage.
Y'all gotta like the chat up for that. I'm sorry, you can't see. Let me tell you something about. Let me say something to everybody. Lamar, just pause for 1 second. This is a training opportunity. This is a coaching opportunity, because everybody comes from different backgrounds and different cultures and different styles. But when you are in a position to celebrate someone else the way you would want to be celebrated, it is a correlation into you being able to receive the same type of blessing that God has been able to bless him. He said he paid off a $325,000 home. He's been a part of this community for 2 years, and he's been able to pay off in spring of 2019 a $325,000 home because of what he's been able to learn, and not just learn, but because of what he was able to apply and execute, and how he decided not to give up, and how he had to stick into it. Listen, he said that he won some, and every trade wasn't good. So that means he learned a lot along the way. Some people call it losses. I call it opportunities to learn and grow. Lamar, I just needed to make sure. In fact, y'all need to unmute the call. I love the emojis. I love the numbers. But I need on that $325,000 mortgage being paid off, for those of you that's in a position to unmute your phone, and literally, I need to hear praises and screams from the top like your house just got paid. I need to hear that right now.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
He did it. Oh, yeah.
God is good, brother.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
That's what I'm talking about, because that right there, Lamar Adams, is absolutely, we are so proud of you, my brother. We're so proud of you for being committed, for being consistent, for when your wife saw this as a vision, you didn't just say this was her thing, but you got on board and you refused to quit. You refused to give up. You refused to stop. And you have absolutely begun to change the financial trajectory for your legacy and for your dynasty. So I didn't mean to interrupt, because I know you got some more to share with the listeners that's on the call, the community and the family. So go ahead and unmute and continue with your testimony. But we couldn't just let that $325,000 mortgage pay off just to be unnoticed, or everybody just kind of sitting. So come back in, share a little bit more about your testimony, because this is going to help somebody else to set a goal. This is going to help somebody else to stay committed. And this is going to help somebody else to build belief. So hop back in if you're in a position to, and continue with your testimony, please.
Thanks, Chyna. I forgot to mention one more milestone that I was able to accomplish before I even done the house. Back in 2018, November 2018, I have 3 kids. I have a daughter who's in high school, and I have 2 kids right now who are in private school, Christian private school. I was able to set aside, and I need y'all to understand this, because this was no small feat. All glory goes to God. Set aside for them each over $100,000
Oh my God.
for college.
3.
Wow.
Say what?
$100,000 each for your 3 children for college.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh my God, Lamar. This is
Brother Lamar, I'm coming to Atlanta.
This is a 2-year investment in time. This is a 2-year investment in time.
And this is, and I need y'all to understand, this is with everything going on. I had my great grandmother, she died. My great grandfather died before her. You know, me and my wife went through different, you know, situations with what we had to do throughout our family. But the one thing that I had in mind was that this is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to work. I didn't care how many lessons I incurred. And this is why having your goals in front of you is so important.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care how many lessons I learned. You can ask my wife. It was been nights where I was up with Christopher Derrick with a Red Bull in one hand, my charts up, and a pen and a pad in the other one. And I'm dozing off and on, literally slapping myself saying, nah, this ain't for me. And that's one thing you gotta get out of your head. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. Because if you come into this space with a selfish, it's about me mentality, I'm sorry. It ain't gonna pan out. And I'm talking from personal experience here. My first year, it was all about, and this is just me being transparent. Money, 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 money. I got to get this money. I got to get this money. I got to get this money. Do you hear the vocabulary? It's I. That first year, I incurred more lessons than I could recall. But when I flipped my narrative and I put my family picture in front of my computer.
Wow.
And more importantly, for me as a black male, I don't know if shout out to my international community, but for me as a black male, I had a picture of me and my son standing in front of our house. And the question I had to pose is, what example do I want to set for this young man who already has a boatload of stuff already stacked against him? What example do I want to set for him?
Wow.
And it dawned on me as clear as crystal day. My legacy is more important than my circumstance.
Wow.
My legacy is more important than my circumstance.
Wow.
So each day I got up, I hammered, I got in, I learned. I didn't care, ladies and gentlemen, I know I can go through that IML Academy so much, I can literally tell you the script verbatim. Just to show you how serious I was. Now, I already done went through it numerous of times. But when I got downright serious, I could pretty much quote a daisy on all of those things. Quote Christopher Derrick all of the times, almost verbatim. That's just how serious I was. My vocabulary changed. I learned this through personal development. I never told my kids, no, we can't afford it. I never said, no, we can't afford it. I said, we will get it at a later time. I never said we can't afford it. I didn't care what it was. My son wanted a PS4 for his birthday last year. I never said we couldn't afford it. I said, we'll get it at a later time. And by the grace of God, it happened. We got his PS4. My daughter was going through stuff. She wanted to start off her own entrepreneurial stuff. And she wanted to know how she can get the funding. I said, we'll get it at a later time. The reason why, because the minute you say, I can't afford it, your brain's creativity shuts off. It shuts off. So now you're pondering, I truly don't know how I'm going to get it. But when you say we'll get it for a later time, then it starts to activate. Then you start to come up with different ideas. Then you start to come up with different ways to do it. So for me, it was like, let me hammer down on this 10%. Let me hammer down. Let me buckle down. And I got aggressive. When I say aggressive, meaning I did it in the morning. When I got done dropping off with my kids, I came and I did it again. Even when the trades weren't in there, I'm still eating the charts. I'm eating. I did not care if it was 5. I did not care if it was 10. If it matched what I needed it to know, I got in there and I did what I had to do.
Because I wanted to give up.
That is absolutely amazing, Lamar.
On top of that, and I know hopefully I'm not drawing this out, but this is just me speaking my heart right now. Because I know somewhere out there, there's someone, some guy, some gal who is in my boots. You've seen the vision. You've tasted being in profit. But you're in a difficult shoot right now. You're in a difficult situation right now. This right here that you're in is worth more than anything else that you could ever get into. Why? Because this is the doorway. We all pray for God to give us a door. You're in the door.
Wow.
You are in the door. You are in the doorway to your prosperity.
Wow.
You are in the doorway. Everything you want is on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to this right here, I was able to put not only myself, but my grandfather in a position to where we can be able to own part of an oil well. Y'all not lighting it up because I don't think y'all understand the gravity of it. An oil well produces oil for 50 to 75 years.
Wow.
50 to 75 years.
Wow. Wow.
My family will be eating off of that for 50 to 75 years, and it's just the beginning.
Wow.
So, if you don't remember anything else that I said today, remember, this space is not just for you, it's for your legacy. This is for your legacy. This will be your testimony when you are long and gone. How many of you want your child to say, that mansion right there, my mom, my dad traded and paid it off? Those properties over there, my daddy, my granddaddy owns that. We dream of saying those things. We've heard the 1% say those things. That's why I always tell people when they come inside of this space, welcome to the 1% club. Welcome to the 1% club, because now you have access. With access comes privileges. You have access to get what the 1% have if you stick to it.
Wow.
Man, I have no words, bro. I have no words. Oh my God.
Wow.
Powerful.
Woo, Lamar Adams. I tell you what, You are absolutely blessing so many people. This is what I need y'all to do. Everybody, y'all need to, he said something that
He
impacted
dropped them jewels.
Yes, I need you to
Yeah.
share that.
I'm over here crying, Dr. Chyna.
This is why when I heard him share it, he called me for it. Lamar and I talk very frequently, and he reached out for some building advice. And Lamar, do you mind if I share this story?
Go ahead.
He reached out for some building advice. He's in a I mean, we talk all the time. He is so coachable. Coachability is so important. With all the success that he's sharing right now, he still never forgets to say, let me continue to go in and identify the areas that I'm not as strong in and find out to get what I need to become stronger in them. I've watched his social media page grow. I've watched him, all of his language begin to change. I've watched him begin to attract. And so, you know, he's on probably one of those, you know how they have on social media, the different groups, entrepreneurs groups or millennial entrepreneurs group of men in business or all these different groups. And so he gets into a conversation with a gentleman that's in a travel company. And the gentleman immediately asks the question that we've all probably been asked, which is, you know, how much money are you making or what's going on? Now, with all the testimony Lamar has, Lamar told the guy, listen, what the amount of money I'm making is irrelevant. What matters is that I'm in a $5.3 trillion a day industry with just Forex alone, $7 trillion industry with cryptocurrency, and you're in the travel industry that's about $1 billion or a couple of $1 billion a year. So it doesn't matter how much I'm making. And I gave him a little bit of coaching, but in that moment, you know, I said, you know, here's the thing. And this is a reality. If you don't have the success yet, then hey, yeah, great, right? But business owners and professionals and entrepreneurs, when they're making a real decision, they do want to know, if not you, who is winning? And what do I have to potentially look forward to? So I said, well, hey, maybe you could say it like this. He said, because, you know, I didn't want to really get into, you know, I wanted to make sure I stayed compliant. And when he began to share with me his testimony, I said, Lamar, that's it. That's it. Because you didn't tell him I made this amount of money today, I made that amount of money today. No, you actually told him how this platform and this community has absolutely changed your life. That is so powerful. So I'm so grateful to see his level up, and you're going to be hearing more of this story. But let me tell you guys something, because I see some of you in the chat, and I know what happens when we hear testimonies like this, right? When we hear testimonies like this, we immediately want to know how I can pin him down and get his time and pick his brain. Here's the reality. What Lamar did is what everybody on this call has been and is being instructed to do. And that is follow the system. That's having a desire so big that it pushes you past what you don't feel like doing. That has a goal so big that you're willing to be consistent even when you're going through learning experiences. He said over that 2-year process, last year, did y'all hear the testimony? Last year, when his kids asked for something, just a year ago, when his kids asked for something that he wasn't able to provide in that immediate moment, he said that, what was the word that you told him, Lamar? He didn't say that I don't have it or I can't afford it. He didn't say that.
We'll get it at a later time.
We will get it at a later time. We will get it at a later time. We will get it at a later time. That was so powerful. We will get it at a later time. And so I really want to encourage you guys to, more importantly than, you know, trying to blow Lamar up and be all in his inbox. And no, he used the tools. He uses the tools in IML. He said that he studied the IML Academy so much that he could recite the words verbatim. He decided to be committed. What was the difference between year one and year two? He shared that year one, it was about him making money. Somebody just joined today. So that could save you a whole year's of time. But I need money. I need money. I need to make this money, me. And when he changed his perspective and he changed his focus and he reorganized his goals, why do you think I keep talking about goals so much? The platform is here and it works, but it won't work for you if you don't have anything that you're pushing toward. It won't work for you if you don't recognize that this is bigger than just you. When he put his family pictures in front of him, everything began to shift. I want to see everybody win. When I think about that growth chart, I got to put that up because Lamar, if you remember, and I've shared this with you guys many times, this is the chart that Lamar has provided to the whole team. Is inside of Rich University. There's a secret in this chart. I've seen charts before, and I see, what's interesting is that some people just don't want to follow the system. Some people will do anything to go against the grain. Some people will do anything not to be in alignment. Some people will do anything to isolate themselves or go on an island somewhere or to turn things around when they don't even have the success yet. There's a system in place with so many tools that have been made available, yet people want to go recreate and reinvent the wheel. Why? Why? Alignment is power. Some people say that there's power in numbers. There's not power in numbers. There's power in alignment. And when he sent this chart over to me, yes, I had seen many charts before this chart, but there was so much power in this chart that immediately I said, this is it. Everything that you need to go from where you are to where you want to be, you have available to you. Everything that you need to go from where you are to where you want to be, you have available to you. So I want to show you this chart. I'm so glad that we all had a chance to hear this testimony. And this chart is in the Rich University Facebook page. I don't know why it's taking forever to pop up. So let me just pull this one up. Hold up. Oh, no, that's not going to work.
Can I say something else, Dr. Chyna?
Of course. Yeah.
You guys, and this is just something that most people would probably consider on the line of obsession, but did you not know that I literally dreamt every day I went to sleep? I did my gratefulness to God, prayer, protection, and everything, but I had that chart ingrained in my mind so bad. And I guess you could say I prophetically saw myself knocking out each day.
That's so good.
That I could literally see all those numbers as if it was on my computer screen.
Wow. Lamar,
night by night.
You mind sharing with us, where did you start when you I get it, because see, here's what some people will say, right? We ask, well, how much did you start your account with? How much were you able to grow it to, right? And then the person may say, well, I started with $200 and I grew it to this amount. But what they don't realize, the person that's listening, what they don't realize is that probably wasn't their first deposit. So Lamar has already shared with you that it was multiple accounts that he had to fund, which means that he has some learning experience that may have taken his balance down to zero. But guess what? He didn't quit. He refunded it again, because he knew the system worked. Do you mind sharing, what did you start with when you got that flow to really begin to grow your account in a way that you saw some consistency?
At first, when it started off, it was, as you saw on the chart here, $100. And that, honestly, that's when I was like really, really scared. Until I had to come to the realization, like, bruh, look, we ain't got no time for no games. We know what the market does. Sometimes it swings a little bit, sometimes it swings a lot. We need our money to go long like we're going long. So as Dr. Chyna said, for a while now, I'm going to be honest with you, it was for some months, I kept on trying to do the $100 thing, $100 thing, and it was repetitive. I was like, you know what? Let me quit. Let me put 300 in here. Now you're probably saying, why are you doing 300? Why don't you stick with the 100? Because I know how the market goes.
Yeah.
I know that it's going to be moments where the news is going to hit and it's going to be like, oh my God, did it just really? And I need my account to have that same mentality that I have. I'm not going nowhere. Swing if you want to. I already know where to put my stop profit. I already know where to put my stop loss. And I still got skin in enough game to come in and trade another day.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that. And it was consistently, boom, boom, day in and day out. When the charts wasn't feeding me nothing, I was like, you know what? That's fine. I can bit and piece my way to get me to my 10%. Now, this is just me.
We lost you, Lamar. Hold on. I think he dropped off. He'll be back on. Guys, this $300, that's my number. I tell anybody. I'm not saying you cannot start a smaller account, but it can be a little frustrating. If you're in a position to do $300 at 10% a day, as you can see, with 60 successful trades, you're at $83,000. How many people want to do this for the holiday? How many people want to start now in the month of August and have enough money with your gains, with your learning experiences to have $83,000 over the next 100 and something days? How many people are interested in because when we're getting on a nightclub and what we're about to do inside that Telegram group, and even what's happening on Breakfast Club can all help you to do this. This is why listen, if you want to be a part of this community, there's some things that are required because there's power in us being aligned together on the same accord. I'm not saying everybody's going to have the same experience every single day because everybody won't be able to take the exact same trades. But if everybody printed this chart out right here, and every day you scratch off your first goal with $300 is a $30 day. Your second goal, $33. This next goal, $36. And every day you hit that goal, you don't be greedy in the market. You stop and you get ready to trade for the next day so that you can focus on consistency and not greed. I'm sure you can have $100 a day and do it. If it happens to happen, fine, but you don't hit your goal and then go back in and say, but it's still moving. Listen, you want long-term wealth. You're not looking to just make all the money today because that's not going to be the reality. You don't want to give the market back what you just got from it. And to be honest with you guys, I need for you to identify what's going to work best for you, not necessarily just what's working best for everybody else. I get that Breakfast Club is ECC 11 and we put it up in a nightclub, but the truth is everybody's not going to trade the same strategy. If the Harmonic scanner is what works best for you, like it is what works best for me, you got to stick to that. Now, we do provide solutions so that everybody can simply tie in. But if you know that you love the Harmonic scanner and you more of a swing trader like I am, and you want to set it and forget it, and that gives you a peace of mind and you can see consistent growth in your chart, then by all means do that. Learn how to effectively use that tool and get it done. I want everybody to screenshot this. I really want to see a 90-day life-changing situation. And what you do to make sure you're contributing is you share with those that you know and love what you're doing over the next 90 days. You let those people know how excited you are and the mission that you're on and the goal you have set. What mission are you going to give your money? What is it that you need to do with the money? Got to be bigger than just the money. You heard Lamar say it. The money alone didn't do it for him. The money alone did not make the impact for him. I need the money. He couldn't even see it. He couldn't get ahead. And a lot of people, that's the place you're in right now. You need money for your immediate needs and what's going on right now in your life. And we're not saying that that's not a real thing. But what if you knew right now the difference that 1 year could make if you just changed your mind? If you put something in front of you that was bigger than just the money, yes, the money was necessary because the money had a mission. The money wasn't the goal, freedom was. I need for you to share this on social media. I need for you to share a quote that LaMare Adams said today on social media. I need for you to add him in it. I need for you to tag Rich University in it. I need for you to start learning how to engage more so that you can attract more. People want to be a part of people who are on a mission, who are part of a movement. You are a part of that. Everybody needs to own it and also contribute to it, because if you're doing this, you'll have much more excitement. You'll have much more excitement. And for those of you who just can't start with 300, but maybe you can start with, let me show you what happens if you just took a zero off. Dr. Chyna right now just can't start with $300, but I can start with 30. Am I still in the game? Well, you can't start with 30. Hold on. Because you don't have a lot size that can support that. 1 second. Let me see. Let's see the smallest amount you can start with.
They can do 50 to 100.
50. There we go.
What I've come to realize is they can do 50 to 100. And here's the reason why. I had my brother, and I was speaking with him. I was like, in this age where we're so connected with tellies and cash apps and everything, there is no possible way that a person can't get a minimum of $50.
Mm-hmm.
You can, I think I saw Angela Wilkins do this one time. There's places you can go to where you just get people to download an app, and that's $5 immediately. How many contacts do you have in your phone?
You can open up a Chase account and get $200 for opening up a Chase checking account. How about you decide to commit to whatever your goal is, and then you invite your community? You commit, and then you invite your community. You ever saw that on social media where they'll put up, hey guys, let's do this penny challenge together and see if we can double up, or whatever the case may be. You know, penny double over a certain amount of time, obviously not the 30 days, but they show you ways to compound online, and different people come together, get in a group. Why don't you invite people to the challenge? Why don't you invite people to the challenge? Well, what do I need to do? Well, I'm a part of a community, and we have some tools that allow us to do these numbers right here. That's the conversation. You just inviting them in. You just inviting them in. So this is something you want to screenshot. Wherever you are financially right now, you can start. Wherever you are financially, you can start. But it will require commitment. It will require consistency. Let me tell you something. You're not going to feel like it. You're going to have every distraction. I'm not speaking this over your life because I want it to happen. I'm telling you what happens when you make a decision. When you make a decision, you then have to be tested for authenticity. Some people say, well, as soon as I decided to do it, girl, this started happening, that started happening. That's exactly what's supposed to happen, is testing to see how bad you want it. You have to be tested for authenticity to see if you really do want that thing you say you wanted, if you really committed to do what it takes to get it. So now permission has been given for all hell to break out and loose in your life. Permission has been given because you said that this is what you wanted. So we got to test you for authenticity. Does that make sense? So when life start happening to you, that's a perfect indicator that you're going the right way. Now you have to decide to overcome. You have to decide to be focused. You have to decide to put the distractions on the side. You have to decide to cut off relationships that you know don't mean you no good, because you've decided you're going somewhere and you clear on where you're going. And you decided that you got the vehicle that you need to be in to get you there. This is the vehicle. We have provided you the GPS. It's time out. It's time out for making excuses and watching everybody else who decided to have the self-discipline necessary when you too know that you could do it too. There's multi-million-dollar ideas on the inside of some of you. All of you, I believe, have a multi-million-dollar idea on the inside of you that have not been able to come to fruition because of lack of resources and lack of means that you have available to you right now. It's time out for the pity party. Stop talking about the issues. Stop talking about the problems. Stop talking about the setbacks. Stop reading those old chapters in your life and pick up the pen and start writing a new chapter in your life. Every single day, your goal should be before you. It should roll off your tongue. You should know exactly what it is that you need to accomplish in the next 90 days. You should know who exactly is going to impact when you accomplish it. Is it your immediate family? Is it your parents? Is it your grandparents? Is it your grandchildren? Who is it that you're doing this for that is going to make such a significant impact when you win? Who is it that's going to cause you to get out of the bed early, that's going to cause you to stop making excuses? Some people are making simple excuses. Simple excuses. I can't do this because I'm doing that. It's 2019. It's 2019. We're about to come to the close of a decade, and you can't multitask in a way where you on your phone 24/7 and you can't do this and do that at the same time. Stop.
I traded it when I had the full-blown flu. Temperature 100 degrees. Had my chicken noodle soup. I had my medicines. It almost looked like I was in an infirmary. My wife telling me, Lamar, babe, go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. You're sneezing, you're coughing, you're hot. I was like, I can't. My mind was overpowering me to say, I can't. Because if I do this now, I'm giving myself an excuse. I can't. And I'm talking about where my muscles were so in shock. And I'm telling you guys this from my heart. Now, this is me. I can't speak for you. But I'm just telling you how strong my drive was. That I would literally be there with all my cold stuff there. All the stuff, doped up everything. Tylenol, Theraflu, you name it, garlic, everything. My mind was, as long as I can get this little strength in me for me to get my focus on these charts, to get focused on what Christopher Derrick was saying, it will be worth it. Like I told you, my great-grandmother passed away. I could have let that stop me. And y'all, she was my heart. When I was in boot camp, she prayed for me. When I deployed, she prayed for me. She was the first person I saw when I came back and the last person I spoke to before I deployed. When I heard that she had passed away, it was as if someone ripped my heart out. But then I looked at my picture. I looked at the picture of my family, my son. And then a thought dawned upon me. How proud would she be of her great-grandson if her lineage now has a legacy? One of my 90-day goals is to get a memorial, a statue in her likeness by her gravesite.
Wow. Wow, Lamar. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Your drive has to be more powerful than your circumstance, or else you will allow yourself permission to have excuses. It has to be.
Wow. Wow. Lamar, this has been amazing. I'm so glad that it's recorded. We're gonna put this one on YouTube for everybody to share. I believe the impact of the call.
Please put this on YouTube, Dr. Chyna.
This is so powerful. You can check the Rich University YouTube page later today, and this is gonna be up because I know that so many lives are gonna be impacted from this gentleman's testimony. And I need for you to understand, because this happens all the time where somebody share their testimony of success and everybody then thinks the answer is still inside of somebody else. He just pulled it out of him and gave it to you and put it in you. The answer is inside of you. He's showing you how he decided not to turn outward and he turned inward. So what should have happened on this call is that something should have sparked on the inside of you. There should have been an aha moment that you had in this experience, that something sparked on the inside of you. That you say, it's already, what I need is already in me. What I need is already in me. And you decide to feed the things that you want to see manifest in your life and starve the things that you don't. See, so many times we keep on reliving the past and the issues and the pain, and then the past and the issues and the pain keep resurfacing. Stop talking about it. Stop thinking about it. Create a new reality around you that you want to see have happen in your life. All of this is biblical. It's time for everybody to win. So I'm excited. I know that this call was a little bit differently. I got Sharita Small that's on the line with us this morning as well. She has been able to finalize the funnel page. I'm excited about the funnel page. Some of you just want a simple way. We're going to start a campaign, by the way. We're going to start a campaign surrounding around this growth chart that Lamar has put together to help people. We have 100 and something days left to the end of the year. So we're going to come up with a campaign. I'm going to mastermind. We have an all-star group that we have for people that want to aggressively really make impact and really build a team. And so we don't put everybody in that group because we get that some people just want to focus in a particular area, but this is by volunteer. These people have volunteered and raised their hand and said, I want to aggressively build. I want to go chairman. I want to invite other people to the community. I want to do my part in the company's vision to align with getting to 1 million customers. And so please put me in the Rich University All-Star group. That's how these people got in. And it wasn't just lip service. They are promoting the Rich Blitz calls. By the way, if you don't know, we have calls that we're doing every single, let me see here. Oh, we have calls that we're doing every single Sunday through Thursday that's allowing people to hear what it is that we have. How do I? Okay. Let me share this really quick, and then we're gonna put a campaign together that's gonna help you with the coworkers that are at work with you. Let's see here. The co-workers that's at work with you, they'll have an opportunity to get on. And the focus is simply growing the money. The growth chart. That, let me tell you something. Everybody would love to do that. So this is the flyer right here. You've seen this circulating online because people have been able to take and professionally and nicely put their picture on the inside of that. Every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're doing a freedom call. This is not a traditional call. In fact, the whole call moving forward after this conversation is going to be all this growth chart. All we're showing them is what our goal is to multiply our money in the tools that we're going to use to do it and how we need them to be a part of the system. That's what happened on the call. The whole call.
I was just thinking that.
No more. All of that stuff is information. It's fine, but people can't retain that. But they can see these numbers and they can have hope and they can believe that they can take their $50 and grow it to $13,000. That's major. That is very major. I need for everybody to participate, guys. Listen, let me share my heart before we get Sharita on here. Let me share my heart, because you guys know that Rich University is about relationships, results, and residual. Relationships, results, and residual. And I need for you guys to hear me, especially the leaders that's on the call. Especially the leaders. I've been talking about this for a while, that it's not power in numbers. So it doesn't matter how many people are on this call. It's power in alignment. But what I need as a visionary that's putting systems together and coming up with campaigns and bringing resources, I need for everybody to contribute something. Some of you are phenomenal leaders, but you've been sitting on the sideline hoarding your gifts, hoarding your talents, hoarding them, being selective with where you want to share them and choosing not to really make a contribution into the community. Guys, we all are giving. We all are giving. And so what I'm saying is, if we want more, we have to do more. I need for many of you to step up more. I appreciate those of you that are engaging more. I appreciate those of you that are speaking up more. I know that some of you are getting out of your comfort zone. I know for some of you, you don't like speaking on camera. You don't like speaking at all, but you got to get out of those things that have held you dormant. And you got to begin to move away from those things and go into the new version of who you are, the higher version of who you are. These things are important. And so when I think about relationships, guys, it is important that everybody contributes and participate. This is not a one-man band here. This is not a one-man show. Everything that we've done has never been focused around a person. It's always been focused around a cause, a mission, a movement that everybody can be recognized in. So if you've not been plugging into the calls or participating, I get everybody can't get on every call. Some of your work schedules, it just doesn't work. But I need your commitment to your future, to your destiny, to be bigger, so that you make the sacrifices to do the things when you don't feel like it. I need that from each and every person that's on. The Rich Blitz calls are Sunday. We want to pack it out this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if you guys are in Atlanta, or if you know anybody that's in Atlanta, so that means that you don't even have to be in Atlanta. If you know anybody that's in the Atlanta area, this event right here on Tuesday night is going to be absolutely amazing. I need for you to screenshot this. I need for you to share this. I need for you to promote this. I need for you to invite people that's in Atlanta to this, because all we're talking about with everything else that we do moving forward is this growth chart. Pica is so amazing. Pica is, let me tell y'all something. You guys can go, if you're not following Pica Williams on social media, you should be, because Pica is really, truly a leading example, in my opinion. and it's really past my opinion. This has been proven. This is what I believe in the depths of me. Loyalty is royalty. Loyalty is royalty. And everything about the Rich University brand is about royalty. It's about alignment. It's about our assignment. And so when I look at Piker Williams on Instagram and Piker Williams on Facebook, she represents this from the depths of her. It's not a part-time thing or sometimes thing. She understands that that's her contribution. If I don't send a text message out or something is going on with life with me, because y'all don't know what kind of life happens with me, because I never bring that here. You don't know what's going on the back scenes if it ain't something that's going to inspire you, because I don't bring that here. But don't think that life is not happening. I can always depend on Piker Williams to drop it in the Facebook page, to remind people about the call, to drop it in the Telegram, to drop it in the team app. She's dependable. She's committed. She's consistent. She's loyal. And because of that, she has to win. So what we're about to do right now is going to require everybody, the whole community. So I want to see everybody promoting this, sharing this, blasting this out, picking up the phones on the back end, calling people, inviting them out. Everything that we're doing moving forward is this 10% growth chart. If I could show you a way to grow your money 10% a day, would you be interested in seeing? Come and see this, because I'm doing it. I believe by the end of the year, this is where I'm going to be. And I decided to take a few people with me. I'm encouraging you, everybody, I need you to bring in 3 people. Add to the community. We have to grow. We have to grow. We know that it's not just power in numbers, it's power in alignment. And when we align, the numbers are going to be explosive. The numbers are going to be explosive. So I want to know right now, who is committed, absolutely undeniably committed to growing their business and growing their account and growing as a person, because it's not just your money. It's not just your business that's going to grow. Everything is going to grow. I need to know who is absolutely committed to growing their business, their money, and their account 10% a day. I need for you to light those chats up if you committed to doing it. I need you to unmute your phones if you committed to doing it. I need to know where you at. I need to know who you are. I need you dropping it in right now. For those of you that's committed to making it happen and growing 10% a day, where are you? Committed to being on the call.
I'm committed, Dr. Chyna.
That's what I'm talking about. Light the chats up. Committed to stepping out of the comfort zone. That's what I'm talking about.
Dr. Chyna, I am committed. God love.
I'm committed.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm committed. That's what I'm talking about. This next level.
I'll do it all over again.
We love the Rich family. The Rich
committed. That's right.
Let's go.
Committed.
I'm committed. That's what I'm talking about.
Dr. Shay, I'm committed.
That's
committed. I'm committed.
Let's
yes.
Let's go. Now is the
time. I'm committed.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's
we all in.
This Toya, and I'm definitely committed. Let's get it, baby.
Woo! Yes. So here's what I need.
And I'm committed.
Hey, Algernon, that's what I'm talking about. Guys, Lamar said he put his picture before him. Lamar said he put his picture before him, not his picture, but the picture of his family. He changed his perspective from it just being about him and it just being about money and it just being about now and it coming from a place of desperation. Yes, he had needs. Yes, he had goals. Yes, he had things that he needed to accomplish. But when he changed his perspective and he put it on his family and he put it on his legacy and he put it on his dynasty, everything began to change in his life. I need your goals to be before you. I need your why to be so powerful that it makes you cry. I need you to identify what that thing is that you gotta win for. Who are those people that need to see you go to the next level? That gotta be in front of your face. And we gonna do this together. This is a team huddle call. And so for a team huddle call, just like a football game, when the play has been called, and everybody is in agreement and everybody is in alignment and everybody knows their position that they need to play, they don't just sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. They're in position, ready to go. I need everybody hands in a huddle. I need everybody hands in the huddle. Your commitment is my hand being in the huddle and say, Coach, we ready to go. We ready to run the play. We ready to participate. We ready to contribute. We ready to win this thing.
Call the play, coach. We run the play. Call the play. We run the play.
And the play has been called. We are growing 10% a day. 10% in our mind. I got to show this real quick, Sharita. I know we're supposed to do this funnel. I don't want that to be rushed. We may really need to do we'll have you to come on. For those of you that may have to drop off, it's fine. But when I said grow 10% a day, not just your money, I need your spirit to grow 10% a day. I need you spending at least 10 minutes in quiet time with God. 10 minutes in quiet time where not just asking for anything, but listening. I need you to 10 pages a day reading in a book. 10 pages a day reading in a book. I need you consistently putting the trades in necessary for you to grow your money 10%. I need for you to give, from your heart, whether it's just giving a compliment or giving a word of gratitude to someone who's made an impact in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? I need you to grow all around. I'm talking about completion and totality in a wholesome way where everything is leveling up. This is important, guys. All of this is already in the blueprint. We already got a playbook made. It's already been made available to you guys. There's so many resources that have been made available that's been under service. I'm gonna show this to you. For those that have to get off, it's fine. But I told you we had a lot of work to cover. We welcome a lot of people back to the family. A lot of people have come back on board. We welcome you back if you're one of those people who recently came back to the family. We're stronger than we've ever been before. We're greater than we've ever been before. We're excited to have you back. We're excited for your contribution. We're excited for your commitment. We're excited to celebrate your win. And please, when you begin to win and you begin to grow and you begin to have success, share it, because you sharing that will be encouragement for someone else, just as Lamar has been encouragement for us all today. So let me share my slides, my screen with you really quick. For those that have to get off, that's fine. I know we're over an hour, but you can't tell me that it's not value and content on this page right here. So what we have is, this is the Rich University closed group. It's for members only. The way you access this is you go to richuniversityonline.com and you put Rich, R-I-C-H with the $sign for your password for the members portal. And it'll give you access to all of our community. And when you click on file right here, files, it shows you the 90 days to freedom key. Okay, let me click this. See what happens here. I need that text at me, but let's just see. Okay, I don't know what popped up. Hold on. I don't know what that is. We'll do that later. That's not what I'm So it shows you the lot size chart. If you need to understand lot sizes more, okay? So this shows you what each lot size means, micro, mini, standards, tools that you can use, okay? All right, it shows you the trading plan that I just showed you, the one that you can change. If you're gonna start with $100 or $50 or $200 or $300 or $500, you can change those numbers. You download that spreadsheet. We have declarations that we say. I am rich because I am royalty. I am everything that God says that I am. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. I have a clear mind. I am guided by God, favored by God, and protected by God. I am open to receiving everything my heart desires. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am victorious and I have already won. My words are seeds and I speak life. I have an inherited ability to build quality relationships that produce extraordinary results and lifelong residual. Quality people join my business every day. They seek me out. They hunt me down. They find me. They bring value. They bring volume. I am a leader that leads with integrity from the front and by example at all times. I am brilliant. I am excellent. I am extraordinary. I am qualified. I am a magnet for increase. My account is growing exponentially every day. My team are growing. My team are reaching new heights and ranking up frequently. Everything I seek flows toward me in avalanches, and God's grace is added unto it exceedingly and abundantly above all that I could imagine. I am in direct alignment with God and his will for my life. I am a force for his goodness according to his plan. I have exceptional ideas that I execute continuously. God is my direct source, and I have the authority to tap into his omnipotent power only for good in his glory. A circulation of God's wealth is available to me. I receive it. My hands are open now. Everything I need, desire, and seek to achieve is provided immediately by God's infinite intelligence. I am royalty, inspirational, courageous, and humble. I am rich. Yes, I am rich. This is what's made available to you. For those of you who have never went into the file section, that don't understand what it is that we provide and why we're so much more than just money, so much more than just what I need to do, and it being about me, so much more, but it's so much more about being in alignment with God's will for your life so that you can go on assignment to help those that he has called to your life. This is what's made available to every single person right here. So then you go to the accountability form. Your name, your info, your upline, your chairman support, so you know who everybody is. And then what's your 30-day goals, your 90-day goals, your month goal? How many hours a week are you dedicating to accomplishing your goal? What's your why? And then you have a commitment statement and you sign it. Let me tell you something. The system is already set. This is the accountability form. When somebody joins, everybody needs to get this form. And they need to take a picture of it or fill it out. They can fill it out digitally or they can print it out. And you need this. You need to know what their why is. So when somebody's trying to quit on you, you can refer back to this and say, wait a minute, I got your signature and your date here that you told me in July of 2019 that your why was to retire your mom. And you told me that you was committed to putting in 5 hours a week to accomplishing a goal that you stated you wanted to set. What are we doing? Does that make sense? This is right here available to everybody. Next, after the accountability form, we provided you a PDF of the book of the business of the 21st century. This is the whole PDF right here. This is a whole PDF of the book. So for whatever reason, if you were not able to buy it, the PDF is here. Our computer may be taking a little long to load it up, but it's right here. The whole book. The whole book is right here. That's being made available for you to grow and do your 10 pages a day. Here's the roadmap. The roadmap. Complete the daily rich declarations every day. Speak in life. Read 10 pages or listen to 30 minutes of audio. Set your goals and know your why. This is no longer available, so I'll update this to tell them to go to therichuniversityonline.com to complete this. Clean up your social media. Join our Facebook page. Write down your prospect list. Complete your daily declarations every day. This is day 2. Read your 10 pages. Share your goals and your why with your sponsor. Think of all the network marketers that you know. Share on social media what you learned from your audiobook. Post inspirational pics and quotes on social media. Visit IML Academy to get familiar with the language. Complete your daily declarations. Read. This is your time where you're spending in oneness with God and you're connecting. Have some quiet time to meditate and then do your declarations, okay? Get familiar with the IML presentation. Coming out the gate. Study the IML compensation plan so you can know how it is that you're going to achieve those goals. Access the script from Rich U Files. We already have that available. Plug into the team social media campaigns on Facebook and Instagram. What does it mean to plug in? Plugging in means that when I see something come down my timeline, I'm not going to just see it. I'm going to like it. I'm going to comment. And if it's shareable, I'm going to share it. Nobody should have to beg you for that when you're in it. We got to operate like insiders, not like outsiders. Outsiders watch it from afar. I saw it, but I'm not going to like it. I saw it, but I'm not going to comment. I saw it, but I'm not going to share. That's an outsider. Outsiders got to get outside. If you inside here and you a part of this, then they got to show. Invitation, presentation, 3-way conversation. Well, look what it said right here. Day 3, you sharing your excitement with 3 family members and friends. What are you sharing? Your excitement. But I don't know how to trade yet. I don't know the PowerPoint presentation yet. You're sharing your excitement. 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 Man, I got off a call just now, man. Like, I'm so clear, man. You know, the guy was on a call and he talked about 2 years ago. His story sounds like mine. Man, I'm so excited. And you invite them to the Rich Blitz call. And once they get off the Rich Blitz call and see the presentation, so invitation for them to see the presentation so that they can have a 3-way conversation with your mentor. We've made ourselves available to close the deal for you and you get paid?
I'm available, Dr. Chyna. I'm available to close. Yes, let's go.
You see what I'm saying? We made ourselves available to talk to the people for you to close the deal for you to get paid. Day 4, complete your daily declaration. Read 10 pages. Why? Because it's not just your money that got to grow. You got to grow. Or if your money grow, you will find a way to sabotage it. Access the team calls from the Rich University Telegram. Set a calendar reminder so that nobody has to, well, I didn't know, I didn't receive a text. This your business. This your future. This your life. If you never got a reminder, you took the due diligence yourself to set a reminder on your phone. Pastor Carl, call me if I'm off. If something happening in life and my phone blowing up and I'm on a corporate call and this happening, that, guess what? Pastor Carl, Dr. Chyna, we still doing the leadership call this morning. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because we all need each other. We all need each other. Share with social media that you found a way to make money without selling or promoting anything. This is just post ideas. I'm having a private mastermind session. Click the link or inbox me for info. Promote the Zoom blitz calls that we do. Let the leaders close the deal for you. Invite everyone you know. Day 5, complete the daily rich declarations. Because I declare. This is what I declare. Read 10 pages. Or listen to 30 minutes of audio. Create content for your Facebook Live. Why? It's important for you to start engaging. When you're growing as a person and not just your money, you're opening yourself up for just growth all around. Why is it important to have more than one stream of income could be a topic, or how to invest with a small budget. Schedule your launch call with your sponsor on day 5. You ready to launch your business. You're scheduling that call. Inspire the rich family today. Post one of your favorite quotes in the Rich University community. How are you giving back into the community? Today, Lamar poured out to you. Now, how do you pour back in? How do you take and show gratitude? Not with just saying I'm grateful, but that you contribute back in. How do you pour back into those that are pouring out to you? Engage with your social media followers. That means go on their page, engage with them. Look at what they got going on. Identify real connections. Guys, this is not just showing you how to grow money. We're showing you how to grow brands. We're showing you how to grow as a person. Book a 3-way with 5 people from your list. Book a 3-way call with 5 people from your list. Post what you've learned in your first 5 days on social media. The first 5 days being a part of this community, this is what I learned. Complete your daily declarations on day 6. Read the pages. Spend a few hours learning in the academy. Study the presentation and the presenter. Make a list of every person who've expressed interest in the last 5 days. Follow up with your sponsor and schedule 3-way calls. Set up your YouTube channel for those of you that really want to go to the next level. You know what? I need to be on YouTube. Let me just, you know what? This is not a lot to do if I could just knock these things out day by day. I could just knock them out day by day. This is the blueprint. This is the blueprint. You say call or play. This is the play. You got the playbook. This is the playbook right here. This is the playbook. Follow up with your sponsor, schedule your 3-way call, set up your YouTube channel or blog, your document to grow your, for your growth daily. Share, comment, like, and comment every day. Complete your daily declarations. Read 10 pages. Incorporate another product. So maybe you start now looking at the Harmonic Scanner. You start now looking at the Web Analyzer. Complete Facebook Live from day 5. Content. So you started to create content for a Facebook Live, and now day 7, guess what? You got the content. You might show a demo account to talk about your excitement and talk about what you're doing. Okay? Find out any events that are happening in your area. Plan your week ahead to attend. Alternatively, create home events if you don't have one in your area. Same thing, guys. Listen, it shows you. Switch up your profile pic or your banner to current team flyers. Do you see this? Share your team flyers. Do you see that this stuff is all right here? Follow up with your prospect list. That's with our help. You just inviting them and telling them. So I don't have to go over everything for you guys, but it's right here. Post inspirational content for social media. Make a flyer with fiber, or you can use my person for that, okay? With your self-promoting Forex. Okay? Focus on the academy. Try switching up your routine. Go somewhere new. Meet 5 new people. Introduce yourself as a Forex or cryptocurrency trader. Invite them to our live blitz calls. Okay? Do your daily decorations, read 10 pages or listen to 30 minutes of audio, invite people to the live presentation, plug into the team social media campaigns on Facebook. What does plug in mean? Share, like, comment. Connect to the Rich You groups. Say hello to the team and tell them what your goals are. Continue to learn a presentation. That's day 10. Complete daily rich declarations, the 10 pages, you're going to read it or you're going to listen to 30 minutes of audio. Go from A to I in your cell phone, inviting people to your launch. Post on social media, something big is happening all day with the Rich University logo. Complete your declarations, read your 10 pages, mandatory, call your upline and revisit your goals and your whys. This is mandatory because by day 12, you've been putting some work in and we don't know the results that you're going to see at this point, but you got to be clear. So let's revisit your why. Schedule your own Zoom on the calendar in the next 72 hours to launch your business because it's going to be launched on your Zoom. Ask the team to invite their guests to your launch as well. Complete your declarations, read 10 pages, share what you've learned in a book or on Facebook Live. Go from J to P in your cell phone, inviting people to your launch. Continue to study the presentation. Complete the daily declaration. So it's showing you guys everything that you need to do, everything that you need to do. And after 2 weeks, guess what? You're about to launch something. You've been in pre-launch for 14 days. You've pre-launched in 14 days. People have seen a change in your life in 14 days. They've seen your content change on your social media in 14 days. Your mind has begun to develop in 14 days. Your spirit is stronger in 14 days. And then 14 days later, you are ready to launch your business. Today is your launch. Invitation, set the goal today to expose at least 25 people to your launch. Post on social media, something big is happening today. Invite everyone you know to your launch. You and your sponsor will launch together. Your 3-way conversation, the follow-up from the people on your launch, it's all about you on that day. So all you're doing is saying, listen, this is my day that I want to schedule my launch. And then those 14 days, you know what to do. The rest of this information is your follow-up, guys. Invite the new members to the welcome call. Share your demo results on a call. Post on social media your excitements and your results from your launch. Review your calendar with your team leaders so you can know what you're doing next. Follow up with all the people from your launch. Plug new people into the system. It's work, yes, but guys, guess what? In 21 days, congratulations, your 21 days is complete. You're a leader now with people following you. Welcome to the right side of money. Duplication, duplication, duplication. Duplication, guys. This is what's been made available to you. Good quality systems. We need a memory jogger so you can know who to call. Here you go. No, it's too early for snack. If you started, if you're stranded, who would you call? Write those names down. Who are your close friends? Who are your relatives? People who own a home, people who have kids, people who are over the age of 25, people who are married, people who make between 40 and 80,000 a year. That's your top 40 list right here. And then this is the presentation for you to be able to study. Okay, you could download that PowerPoint presentation. Those are the things that have been made available right inside of the files that's on Facebook. Those things have been made available for everybody. So with that being said, spend some time doing those things. Everything that you need, you already have. It's winning season. My number one goal is to help you grow 10% a day in every area of your life. Everybody needs to understand you slow yourself down when you reinvent the wheel. You slow yourself down when you're all over the place. You slow yourself down when you are not plugging in and not being consistent. I needed to make sure that we did that on this call because some people are new. They don't know. They don't know. Sharita, can you hop on really quick with us? I know we share so much, and I just want to make sure that everybody, this is so good. Make sure y'all look at the 90 Days of Freedom too.
Yeah.
Give us everything for you guys. Hey, Sharita, thank you so much for your commitment. Sharita has been extremely committed. She's been extremely consistent. She's been extremely generous with her time and her skill and the ability for her to share her gifts. And I'm forever grateful for that. She has never taken her gifts and hid it under a rock. She's always shared what her gifts and her skill was with the entire community. even people that she don't necessarily, if some people have the wrong mentality. I don't even want to turn my mind like that, and I'm glad that it's not. But she shares her gift with people that don't even impact her financially. And it's because she understands that serving her gifts means that she's serving God. So I thank you for what you do, Sharita, unselfishly. And if you want me to share my screen, I can. But if you want to share yours, you can. Guys, she has a funnel that she's been able to update for us all to use, to be able to effectively share how people can get information about what it is that we're doing. For those of you who do not have a funnel, you've been hearing us talk about this $50 opportunity where you pay $50 one time and they can get all the information and make a decision right there. So Sharita, if you would share what they need to do, your screen if you need to. If you need me to share mine, I can. And then we can have them to contact you so that they can go ahead and get the funnel. Sharita, I believe you're muted.
Dr. Chyna, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey. Awesome. Thank you so much. And it is absolutely my pleasure. You know, I would do anything for you, my dear. Our awesome, rich leader. So, hey, Rich and Royal family. How y'all doing? Awesome. Yes, but Dr. Chyna, if you could share your screen, that would totally be awesome.
Okay. I just want to make sure we do some training because, you know, we all come from different areas. I'm from New Orleans, so we different. So if you don't speak, it's like offensive for us. So she said hi back. We need to make sure that.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
Awesome. Excited, y'all. Look, that Lamar. Oh my God. So awesome, Lamar. So proud of you, brother.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna share this right quick on my. I still gotta go and figure out what I need to do to just upgrade this. I'm gonna upgrade it with the Wix account. But this is a Wix account, which this is what the free version looks like. I just need to go in and update and put. I don't know how much it costs, but if you pay something, I think it's $12 or something. I don't know if it's one time or a year. I don't know, but it removes the whole Wix thing. But go right ahead. Oh, let me put in test. Hold up. Test at gmail.com. And that's fine. Okay. Oh, well, that's the first page of it, guys. They would drop their information in, and you go ahead, Sharita, just tell me, and I'll just press the buttons as we go. Sharita, you want to explain?
Yeah. Yes, guys. So the basic Wix site. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Dr. Chyna?
We can. I can.
Can you hear me?
I can. Am I muted? Hold on. Yes,
can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We all can hear you. We all can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We all can hear you.
Okay. Perfect. So the basic. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys. So the basic Wix site.
I think there's a delay.
You're going out.
I think there's a delay. I have it right here. Sharita?
Sharita, you there?
I think she dropped. She's probably going to try to hop back on.
Hey, Dr. Chyna?
I can hear you now.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. I'm actually at the gym. This reception is pretty bad. But so the first thing, you guys, to get a basic Wix site, if you don't already have one, is free to do that. So what she's referring to is if you don't want the actual word Wix, that banner that's at the top, to be shown, then you can remove that by paying a fee. Okay, so you will need to create a Wix site so that your personal site will be transferred to you. And so I'll send that to you in the steps. But as you know, Dr. Chyna, you know, said she believes strongly in systems, and she's created a phenomenal system for us to win. And this is one part of that system, to be able to, you know, prospect effectively, to be able to send something out so people can see and they can go through the funnel and get all the information. It just really shortens your time, you know, with the person, because if they have everything, all the information at their fingertips. So it's just a matter of them making a decision from there. So as you can see, the first page, they'll see a little peak interest, you know, just general information about Forex, and they have to actually fill in their information, their name, their email address, and their phone number to get inside to see the good stuff, right? To see all the pertinent information that they need. And so when that happens, you'll receive their contact information via email. So that's the one thing that I'll need from you, and I'll give you guys a list of what I'll need in order to create your site. But you'll receive an email with their contact information so you're able to follow up. And it's going to take them through a series of videos. They'll be able to take a look at this testimonial video that you see here. And if they want more information, they'll be able to click a button that says, I want more information. Or if they're ready to sign up at that point, it'll go directly to your customer link. Okay. And then, so it's going to be a series of like 4 videos. If they want more information, it's going to take them through those 4 videos. And then at the end, you know, they can either, you know, sign up for your, on your customer link, or they can request a call back. Okay. And you'll be emailed that information of a good time for them to be contacted, you know, along with their, you know, contact information. But sometimes when people get these sites, they'll put in bogus information initially, but once they go through it, and if they're truly interested, then they're going to put their real information at the end, and that's going to be sent to you for you to be able to follow up with. Okay. Okay. And she's going through it now, so you guys can see. And Dr. Chyna, did you want to talk about whether they wanted to personalize this with some different videos, or you just want to keep it basic for everyone?
So for whatever reason, if somebody wants to personalize it, I was thinking if they wanted to maybe just add in their own video, they could add in their own video of them maybe greeting their customers up front. And that would be the first thing that they see, or a second video once they see the first thing, maybe where that last video was, they can kind of come in and say something, and that's kind of like the customization that they can make. So here, maybe they could, I don't know. So this is a testimony video. It's just about 3 minutes long. It's really cool, very exciting. Let's see if we'll play. Hold on. It's one of my favorite videos. It's been since the first video that I've ever seen the company had. It's still my favorite. So the logo may look a little outdated, but it does the job. I mean, people need to see numbers. I'm just being honest. They need to see what's going on. What are you talking about? So he said, man, I just paid for groceries on my phone. So anyway, I'll skip through. He's showing what it really looks like, what he's doing. This is exciting to me, and excitement is important. And so then once they're excited and they're open and they see it's worth their time, they can then go to this video right here, which is just a traditional overview done by Brandon Boyd. It's only 11 minutes long. It's updated, so I use this one instead of using the one when I was in Dubai, because that one is not as updated. And this one is still really cool, really clean, very corporate. And then that's it. And then they go to get more information, or I'm ready. If they click I'm ready, it takes them directly to my sign up page. Okay. And they can go ahead and sign up. That's what it will do for you. A person that's ready, they can go directly to the customer link sign up page. Okay. So if you give Sharita your username, then she could get that page for you. Okay. If they're not ready yet and they need to get more information, get more information. Okay. And then it'll take them to a video talking about testimonies where Dr. Kathy and I did an event. You see my husband right there, us at the Clearport picking up Austin Ghazi, Dawn Million Dollar, all the different leaders that are here on this video, Dr. Kathy, that are doing an event. And they have a chance to hear more testimonies of other people who are talking about what it is that we do. Okay, get more information. You're still not done. Okay, finally, this is the presentation to me in Dubai. Maybe the way I convey the opportunity is a little bit better. More information, I don't know where that takes you. Oh, you're a step closer to joining the team. This is a schedule a callback. Okay, so that's perfect. They schedule a callback. Maybe they just need to hear somebody's voice. All right, so that's what that takes you to. So it's really cool. It's very simple. It's already done. $50 one time gets you there. If they after that they're ready, they can just click I'm ready, and it takes them back to the page. So $50 for it to be just the way it is. And then if you want to customize it, because it does require something. How much is the customized one, Sharita? Sharita, how much is it for them to customize it?
I think she left. She had to get back on.
Oh, okay. Did she tell y'all how to reach her?
I'm sorry. What was the question, Dr. Chyna?
How much is the customized when they want to get this? If they want to get this one for $50, we know that's the price.
What Dr. Chyna?
I can hear you. I'm asking the price for the customized one. Lord, the story about this.
I believe you said it. I can't remember what you said. I was just, in agreement, whatever we can do to help the team. So
I think the other guy was saying, I brought the same numbers. The other guy who wasn't able to deliver, he said $100 for customized one if you wanted to input your own video, whether it be here or the next one. So if that's the same, she'll send over to you guys. The details of what you need to do. Did you send your email? Where's your email, Sharita? How do they reach you for this? Who's interested in getting it? Who wants the funnel page? Who wants to?
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is Carl. I'm definitely interested.
Okay, so how do they get you and get it started? How long does it take, Sharita? What's the turnaround time, Sharita?
Okay, so I just dropped in the chat. Can you? So it'll be a two day max turnaround time. 2 days max turnaround time, or sooner. Okay, and that's all my information that I drop. They can email me at sharitasmall at yahoo.com with all the information that I just put in the chat. I'll also drop it in the messenger group as well. And feel free to share with you team members that are not on the call, your team who may want one as well, because of course you want them building and duplicating as you.
Perfect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who else is interested? Go ahead and drop it in. Let us know so we know who we're working with. Sharita, thank you so much. I'm so excited. This let me tell y'all why this is here. For 2 years, I've had this funnel. And we just need to upgrade it. And I get hits every single day. Every single day, somebody is coming to my page. Every single day, somebody is coming to my page because I put this on my social media. And I went to GoDaddy to get the imlpays.com domain, and I just forwarded it there. So if I'm on a Facebook Live, I say go to imlpays.com, go to imlpays.com. It rolls off the tongue. It's very simple and easy. You get a domain name, forward it here, and there you go. So get with her. I wanted to provide as much value as we could. I know we've been on almost 2 hours today, but we went over a lot with both Forex and building and updates. So with that being said, I did get the clearance for those of you who have been on for a while to send in a few more emails.